I just had the best conversation with Kyle.
I love Kyle.
Our video guy. Who doesn't love Kyle?
I love
Kyle,
Kyle.
what is it? KylePickard.com or Instagram or whatever it is.
We'll put it down below. It's all good.
It was all about fear. Just really, really interesting.
Yeah, I know. I think about fear sometimes.
Don't you? And what do you want to say to it?
Oh, fuck fear.
Am I rolling here? Yep, I'm rolling.
All right, go.
Why was I already rolling here?
So right now in Truth Serum, we are sitting with our video producer, Kyle. He is the man. So tell us, what is it like to work with two young, vivacious women that always keep you going?
It's awesome.
Keep you on your toes.
I like the energy. I like spending Saturday afternoons doing cool stuff like filming.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
What floats your boat? What floats your boat? What makes you happy? Is it producing videos? Is it, you know?
It's getting up every day, being excited about whatever it is that I'm about to do. And if I'm not excited about it, then I need to make changes in my life to be excited about whatever it is I'm about to do. That's it.
Okay, so how do you find that place where you get excited about your life?
You have to try shit.
And you have to not be afraid. Were you ever afraid to try new things?
Oh, heck yeah. I don't think it's about not being afraid. I mean, there's all quotes about it and everything. It's about being afraid, but deciding to do it anyway because you know that it's worth doing. Because, like, one of the things that I always think about is, even like when just talking with myself, is like, what's the alternative? It's like you can be afraid and do something, but if you decide not to do that and you decide to let the fear take over and you go about whatever it is you normally do, you already know what that is. You're not ever going to have a new experience.
That's a very powerful statement. What's the alternative?
You already know the alternative. It's already what you've been living. You have to create new paradigm. You know, there's a thing about like 90% of what we think every day is the exact same thoughts as the day before.
Absolutely, I've read
and
that.
I think the actual number is like 250,000 thoughts every day or something.
They better be good.
So I'm not going to do all the math, but like around 200 to 240,000 thoughts are the exact same as the day before.
Oh, wow.
So that means that if we're going to create a whole new paradigm for our life, we have to focus on that 9 to 10% of what's different and what's changing. And that's where the fear is. And that's where people get lost and afraid and doubtful. And that's where all the good stuff is.
It's on the other side of fear.
Yeah. And
it's on the other side of the alternative. What's the alternative?
But even more than that, it's not just on the other side of fear. It's actually going through the fear and feeling that fear and doing it as you're still afraid of it.
But as you're doing it, you're actually building your self-confidence and your self-esteem because you're going through it, and it makes you stronger.
Right. It's like when you go to the gym. You don't go to the gym and lift a weight until it hurts. You lift a weight until it hurts, and then you keep going because that's where the growth actually happens.
Well, that's true. I don't think Val knows what a gym is. Do you know what a gym is?
No, I'm drinking my wine.
She's drinking her wine.
So the whole point is that when you hit the moment of pain, that's the moment that you should keep going, whether it's emotional, spiritual, physical, whatever, because that's the moment that the growth is actually going to start happening.
It's taking that first step.
Yeah.
It's something that Val and I talk about all the time, and what I say is that if you look at everybody that's out there, everybody, every book, every video, every Instagram, the basis for me, how I see it, it's all in energy. Energy is movement. Movement is action. So all you need is that action to take a step towards whatever it is that you want, as long as you keep moving. Because when you keep moving, you're going to get wherever it is.
Right. Absolutely. Right? Absolutely. Like emotion is literally energy in motion. And
very good.
So that already, like having an emotion is already energy, and it's energetic, and it's a physical force in the universe. Same thing for thoughts. Every time a neuron like fires and goes across a synapse or whatever the actual scientific crap is, that's a physical force in the universe, and it will create change, especially if you start hitting the same thing. Like water will always beat rock, but it only happens with consistency. You know what I'm saying? So when you think, you start figuring out how to have different thoughts that are beneficial for you, that are going to create change, you can't just have the one thought and then move forward. You have to do it consistently.
So Tell us what your website is or your Instagram. What is it?
So Instagram is Kyle L. Pickard. And basically everything is Kyle L. Pickard, Pickard, last name.
Perfect. We'll have that down below. So everybody
Which means
can
I have to put it there.
Which means he has to put it down below, which is kind of funny. But my last question to you is this. What is the one thing? Now, we've been talking about the meat of it, summing it up. What's the takeaway? What do you want the takeaway to be?
I think the real takeaway is that there's nothing more powerful than the human soul on fire. And if
Amen.
we're not on fire, then we're dead.
Amen.
And we're
That's
not
perfect.
dead.
That's
Woo!
good.
I just
And
filled
we are
that
not
out.
We gotta
dead.
get those shirts made.
We're not dead.
We're not dead yet.
We're not dead yet. I love that. We're going to have them made. Well, they'll be on our website soon. You can go to our store or Kyle's store. That's nice. That's nice.
Cool. Thank you, Heather.
Perfect. No,
for
thank you.
having me.
Yay! Our first
I'm up.
interview.
Was
But
I
you
really
know-
sitting like that the whole time?
Yeah, you were good. I pressed
Am I
stop.
playing?
So I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I pressed stop. There's no red button anymore.